Hi, question. Do you live your life in a state of flow where there's magic, miracles, synchronicities? Or do you live in a state of worries, calculating, controlling, guilt, anxieties? A little depressing, isn't it? Well, my name is Karen Kartik. I'm a transformational coach and holistic healer. I'm bringing you messages from your guide this week. I have a great insight because this week I was in a flow state, and I also want to remember this for myself because sometimes as humans we forget. Sometimes as human we will go into the state of anxieties. Yes, because it's easy to worries little things. Worry if I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. No, just kidding. I will wake up tomorrow, but when I wake up I will worry about how am I gonna create income today. Where will I meet this beautiful new ideal client that I want? Am I going to be able to pay the bills tomorrow? That's very, self-employed worries. Just gonna give you a little bit of behind the scenes there. Or like, what am I gonna, how am I gonna face that nasty boss? Or will I be able to make the deadlines? Will I be able to show that I have the capabilities in the work that I do? If that's of course, if you're professionals, or you might have even small worries in your relationship with your family, with your children, your husband, everything. There's so many things that you can worry about. Endless, right? So that's why we often forget that we are born from the state of from this abundance universe, that the life that we have is supposed to flow. There's magic in our life. In fact, magic is inherent in our life. It's what we deserve. Funny quote, because I was discussing this with my friend the other day. She had her palm leaf. So this is an Indian oracle reading where people in India, based on your thumbprint, will find your leaf. And in those leaf, it will read everything that you are supposed to experience in this lifetime. Like basically your destiny is already written on a piece of leaf. Seriously. You can Google it, you can YouTube it. Those who have gotten reading on this leaf thingy has testified the accuracy. They know who your parents are. They know how you were born. They know all the little traumas that you received throughout your life. They even know your children's, I don't know, like illness, or what your husband was doing, etc., etc. Which I believe, because in astrology, there's a technique to also read all those stuff, which I haven't mastered yet, but soon. So even in your astrological wheel, I can tell you who your husband, what kind of husband, and what's going on in your husband's life, just based on your natal chart, not even your husband's natal chart. I digress. Back to the leaf. Basically, your destiny is already written. So why are we worrying? Why are we worrying so much, right? Why do we worry so much if your own destiny, if our destiny is already written? Doesn't mean that you cannot dream and go for your goals and create the life that you want. In fact, this is what I believe, okay? All the dreams, all the vision that you have, whenever you're creating that vision board, or the thing that you continue seeing in your mind's eyes of like, I'm supposed to be living in this part of town. I'm supposed to be doing that. I'm supposed to leave my job because there's another thing inside of me, my talent that needs to be expressed that way. All of this vision that you have in your mind's eyes is already written. That's why you have those visions, not somebody else, you. Okay? So your job every day is to commit to that vision, bring it down one day, day after day after day. What can you commit in doing, in achieving your vision? Okay. So the state flow, why is it important? Because that's where the magic is. Again, the more that you can be in the state of flow instead of a state of worry, you are living your destiny. The destiny portal will be just so easy for you to open because you're not second guessing yourself. You're not missing when the opening is there. Now, I know some of you are like, but I don't really know what my vision is. I don't have a vision, or I don't know what I want. Now, the I don't know could be your own resistance to the state of flow. So then how do you create the state of flow? One, I know worrying is hard. So give yourself a mantra. What if, just for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to live in a state of joy? What if for today, I'm just going to do what my heart call me? Like if your heart say, go for an ice cream, go for an ice cream, go do it. Unless you're in a blood sugar, but that's not beside the point. The healthy kind, right? If your heart say, hey, I want to feel like when I was little kids again, let's go jumping jack, or let's go to the park and run around. Or if your heart say, hey, let's check out that neighborhood. It's a new neighborhood or a place that you haven't explored before. I'm going to check it out. Then go do it. Okay. Give yourself, just for today, be in a different state that you already are so accustomed to. It's not hard. You just have to probably sometimes step out of the door, take a deep breath in, and see something that you have never seen before. Maybe the bird that flies by. Tree that you never seen has existed in front of your door for 1,000 years maybe, but you just notice it. Allow the expansion of all the senses in your body. Want that change, okay? That's the first thing that you want to do, is to allow yourself to experience something different by just saying, just for the day, just for the next 10 minutes, what you got to lose? Then I'm just gonna feel the joy, happiness. I'm just gonna go with my heart desire. You flow with it. You open the gate to flow by not being in your accustomed worry, control, planning state, and just do something that is totally different. You might even see, if you notice my body, the change is happening in the body, right? From very stiff, it's like, I have to do this, I have to do this video. And it's just kind of like, okay, I'm just going to flow with it. All right. So that's one thing. And two, intention. And I think I already gave you a glimpse, right, with the mantra. Just for whatever it is, nothing to lose, something that you can do, something that you can convince yourself to be present in, or do something. Just for this moment, I'm going to do ... intention. And when your intentions are there, the energy will go toward that. Okay. And you will notice when you're resisting, your body energy will feel like wonky around you. So having that intention, what would you like to feel? What would you like to gain? Do you want, and knowing that sometimes we are the hardest person to convince, do something that is achievable in the moment to change the state right away. Okay. And then as you're starting to flow, keep being grounded. Don't close your awareness into fixate it into something, because then you're like, it's not happening. It's not happening. When I miss, you will miss it. So open the awareness and stay present to expand it. If you tend to be in front of the computer a lot, that means your awareness is just within this computer, right? What if you expand it and expand it even further and expand it even further? In fact, even as you're looking at me right now, you can already imagine what's behind you, and imagine what else just behind you, even further from the place that you live, even further again. Maybe you start imagining the world. So continue expanding that by still also being present in your body. Okay. Because you want to stay grounded and not miss in anything, not being fixated, but you continue open, be present, because then, only then, you will start to notice the little thing that you missed before. Okay. Number, what is it? 4. Have self leadership. I've been reminded this week, because everybody wants leadership. Like, we're supposed to be leaders in our own way. The leadership starts from within. How are we managing ourselves? Are we being kind to ourselves? Are we being kind to our emotions? Are we letting our emotions run us over? One of the things that I keep reminding myself, because sometimes I wake up with this body ache, is my body controlling me, or I am in control of my body? In fact, I am in control of my body. I am the adult here. I take care of my body. So if the body is screaming to me right now, that means I have not really been taking care of my body. So then I ask, what can I do today to take care of my body? Same thing with emotions. If your emotions are giving you that scream, rage, anger, sadness, whatever they are, what have you not given yourself that the emotions are giving you signals? Okay, so leaderships start from within. Then the next one, the last one that I always love, is to have self-compassion, endless self-compassion. Because the biggest thing while we resist so many things is because we tend to give our love to others, but we don't give that love to ourselves, because there's so many things that we want to criticize in ourselves, right? You haven't done this. You should have been that. You should have done that. Blah, blah, blah. Remove all the should, the need to, must to, I'm supposed to. Give yourself compassion. Hey, I did act on that, but next time I'm going to do better. And in fact, right now, I'm going to choose a different experience altogether. Instead of blaming myself, I'm going to give myself the compassion that I need, because I know I'm worth it. I matter. And I'm here to become who I am more fully, truly, authentically, be the leader of who I am within myself. And, by having that, you are being present to this wonder of the world, being present to your own destiny, because you matter. Your destiny is already written. And whether you will be leaders in front of 1,000 million of people or 2 people, you are meant to be here for somebody else, for something else greater than what you believe or you're currently experiencing. Okay? So I hope that makes a great insights as you're coming into the week. Try to be in the flow state. Remember, just for the next few minutes, or just for this week, just for the next day, just for today, experience something else other than worries, anxiety, depression, stress, and all of that. Just for the day, just imagine. Not imagine, actually. Invoke, say, just for the day, I'm going to live like I'm the luckiest person on earth. In fact, I am the luckiest person on earth. Just for today, I am hell of a lucky person. Just for today, I'm going to be the happiest person. Just for today, I am happy. Just for today, I am open to wonderful surprises and gifts that the universe wants to give me. And I can guarantee you, because I just had that happen this weekend, that day that I was struggling to wake up in the morning, I told myself, just for today, life is going to give me a delightful surprise. I'm going to be smiling so big, because I know universe loved me so much. And that's what I got. So I wish you're getting that this week. Remember, change your state, have an intention. What do you want to feel? I want to feel lucky. That's what I hold on to. And I got so much goodies. And stay present. Don't miss anything. In fact, continue expanding your awareness and continue seeing a lot more than you're used to seeing day in and day out. Leadership is starting from within. manage. You are in control. You do have the power over your body, your mind, your thoughts, and your emotions. Start from there, okay? Not everything else controlling you, you're in control. And have a lot of endless self-compassion. I keep saying hell. Hell means like, okay, not the bad one, but the, okay, endless self-compassion. Have fun, smile, be kind to yourself, and of course, that kindness will transfer to others. Now, we're gonna do the card. Ah, happy Monday. Hope you are in the state of flow a lot more often this week. Just for this week, try it. There's nothing to lose, it's free. And bring in, invoke anything that you never thought you possible, you believed it's possible. Luckiest person, happiest, most joyful, receiving gifts, receiving amazing surprise, having the universe have your back all the time, sending you love and gifts, all of that, whatever it is that you wish, ask, not ask, invoke, just tell it, because it's in your right, you deserve it, and you will receive. Okay, my friend, let's do this cards. Again, I'm gonna bring 3 cards. I'm gonna show it one by one. Connect with each card. Make sure that you receive something. You can pause the video so that you know that you're receiving the message that you need. You might get a clear yes or a clear no. Maybe sometimes it's a no. You can always come back to that, but always tuning into the card and notice if it is the card that the universe wants from you. All right. Okay. Ready? Card number 1. Yes, connect. Notice if this resonate, there's a resounding yes or no for you. Okay. Right. Card number 2. Wonderful. And card number 3. Yay. Ready? Those of you who pick card number 1, you receive a tiger. This wonderful creature has that calm groundedness. And for me, it also represents speed. Now, I just learned about the yellow on the top. The yellow on the top can signify holding on into something tightly. Could be stubbornness. This is a fire sign, so this is a sign of transformation. There's a speed in this. There's a aggressiveness, and it is an aggressive, like tiger is an aggressive animal. But what also indicate here is showing me a different kind of, maybe not aggressiveness, but it's power, right? It's Luna or the moon. So there's a sensitivity in here. There is that warrior-like, but also very female. And I was given an example of a leadership that is very masculine, where it's go-getter, assertive, aggressive, being out there. And there's leadership that is more in the flow, which kind of funny that I was tapping into the message of flow as I begin this video. The flow is feminine, where instead of being just rah-rah, it's very calm and gentle, observant. In fact, in that observation, there's a very empathic, deep listening. Because in the female leadership, there's this asking of, who are you in front of me? Am I seeing the real you, which has high potential? Or am I seeing the part of you that you believe so much to be true, while in fact, it's not? So that's the difference between the more masculine and the more feminine leadership. The feminine leadership is conclusive, like inclusive. It wants to embrace, it wants to nourish, it wants to see the highest potential, while the male leadership are more of growth. Go get it. Let's achieve it. Take the goal. Both work together hand in hand, of course. However, on this tiger card, I'm noticing because tiger waits. The strength of the tiger is in that calm demeanor, observing, making sure that it's going after the right thing. It's taking the time to observe, making sure that when it's actually doing something, it will go toward the maximum achievement, means like it will not miss the target. So it requires that kind of like calmness and not being deterred by things moving around, still allowing, noticing, know the highest potential, know the highest outcome, instead of noticing everything else that's moving around. That's the power of the tiger. So this message wants to remind you, whatever it is that you're going through right now, notice where you're just continue being distracted by all the moving pieces and being too stubborn within yourself that things are supposed to be looking this way, and you keep following all that beliefs and thinking, analyzing of like, oh, it's supposed to be this, supposed to be that, supposed to be this, instead of being still. Look at everything. Look at the target that you really want to achieve and notice, listen, observe. The best path might be the smallest path moving forward, but it's there. And when the time is right, you will find the energy to move in the speed with courage. But it will not come if you continue to distract yourself with so many things that's going on, having that stubbornness in the thoughts. Okay? So allow yourself to relax, be calm, open yourself up, just like the tips that I gave in the beginning for the state of flow. Be in the state of flow on yourself, within yourself, so that you can receive the messages and see the path forward, and notice when the energy is pushing you forward. The right time, the right moment, the right place. Okay, card number 2. This is the card of snake. This is earth element. Beautiful, isn't it? I feel like there's an awakening here. Something lit up within you. Maybe you're feeling that your heart opens up. You find this new rush of energy, or you might just even start noticing that there is new formations of ideas or insights, colors coming through. Follow that. You are experiencing an awakening, and isn't it a beautiful thing when everything's starting to lit up and shines? And this is not awakening that comes from outside. So if you notice that, you're just noticing that people are giving you a lot of positive feedbacks and all that, could be good. But this kind of awakening, you feel it present within you. It's not, you will see it reflected in your reality as things are becoming more brighter or things are clearer. But it's not of just validation and feedback. You will feel it landing within you. In fact, you will probably feel more of yourself, meaning that I'm going to do this because I want to do this, not because of other, not because of what others going to say, but because I'm feeling this conviction within me to do this. And the beauty of this snake, there's no beginning, there's no end. You are endless. You have endless potential. You have endless creativity. You have endless everything. So never feel like if you are opening a new cycle that you're just like, oh my God, I have to do this again. Like there's a new cycle for me. No, you are endless. You are just, the expansion is you noticing more of who you are. Your endless creativity. Use that power. It's not about another new path because there's really no beginning, there's no end. It's just is. Drop the idea that things are linear. The cycle of you or who you are is always going to go up and down, right, left, whatever shape and form. That's beauty of creation, because it's always going to be endless, beautiful, full of potential. Okay, card number 3. The swan. Sign of water. This is a beautiful card. The swan itself is beautiful. Swan also represents sensitivity, gentleness, royalty almost. Like there's a way that swan glides on the surface of water, right? There's that beauty in swan, regality. And I'm noticing with this card, you might experience a tad of sensitivity within you, maybe even a situation that triggers you, that brings up the most sensitive part of you. Now, my invitation here is just notice how the swan is being reflected by the water. Or is it the reflections of the water is looking up to the swan to remind her own beauty? There's beauty in sensitivity. There's beauty in you all the time. There's always beauty. That you should not be looking at yourself differently. Just see yourself as who you are. And in fact, whatever it is that is being reflected to you in this moment, it just wants to reflect the part of you that you have forgotten. In fact, anything that triggers you right now might be a trigger to remind you of who you are. The part of you that you've been pushing aside, thinking and believing that you're supposed to be doing, being other or bigger, whatever, bigger, more grand, or whatever it is that you're imagining yourself to be, that is right now being triggered to look a different way. Start doing your inner work. What is this reflection trying to tell you? Because more than not, what I have experienced myself, the things that being reflected outside of me, especially for me, is in relationship, is what people are doing to me is what I do to myself inside. How people judge me, how people abandon me, how people are betraying me are the stuff that I do for myself. So I am very careful with the words that I use toward myself. I am very careful when I say something that I am not feeling like it's coming from deep within myself. I have to be really extra careful with those. And when those happen, I give myself the forgiveness that I need, because more important than ever now, for me especially, as I am creating the world that I want to be in, that's my work, that's my motivations, or kind of like the new portal that I'm opening up for myself. I'm looking at the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years ahead of me. What do I want to see next? What am I creating next? Is that I also want to create a relationship that feels like it's equal, it's loving, It's easy. There's no give and take per se. It just flow like that letter 8, right? And to be able to get into that relationship, I know, because I want that so much within myself, I need to also have that in myself. That question, am I being kind to myself? Am I nourishing myself? Am I in integrity with myself? What I say I will do, am I doing that? Because sometimes betrayals means like I say something, but I don't do it. I'm busy doing other things for other people. I will commit my words to other people and I'll do it for others. But sometimes for myself, I'm like, can I wait? Only human, right? So for you who receives one, start with a man in the mirror. Remember Michael Jackson's song? Start from there. Look into yourself. What can you be more kind to yourself? Because that's mostly, especially for you who are very sensitive, highly sensitive people, that we tend to deflect. We tend to want to care for others because we're so sensitive with what's going on with them that you forget there's a sensitivity within you that you also need to nurture, need to take care of, need to manage. So look inward, start from there, and I will see you blossoming and be that regal, calm, like spirit that is you. Okay, I think that's it for today, and I hope that message landed with you. I am wrapping up on my promo for the reading. I have another program coming up. If you would like to know about that program, if you have not been a subscriber to my newsletter, there's an opt-in page down below that you can put in your email address so that you can start receiving a newsletter from me with all my programs. I'm going to start teaching again very soon. I'm doing more in-depth coaching, healing, aside from the reading. So all of that you will know if you are subscribed to my newsletter. Okay, so I will see you in the next one. Bye now.